Before we get into this episode, please subscribe to our TikTok and YouTube at The Black and the White Pod. Thank you. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Black and the White Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, with my co-host, D'Angelo, and we've got a good one for you guys today. Like always, every fucking week, good episodes. Fucking subscribe, hit that shit up, all right? We were talking a little bit about the flag football, the new Olympic Games coming in. The Julio Jones trade, crazy for the Eagles. Excited to see that. Then we do our reaction to the week 6, seeing everything that happened with those games. Then after that, we jump into our draft of our flag football teams. Pretty exciting one. You guys got to let us know who you guys would pick. And then we have week 7 predictions, seeing if D can actually fucking bounce back and stop being a shit can at picks. And then we end it all. Then we end it all with the roulette wheel. All right, D, you ready?
Of course I'm ready. How about them Jets?
Fuck off. Fuck you, fuck off.
All right, Ryan. So I know you probably already know this, but the Olympics are having a flag football team.
Dude, it's going to be fucking so sick. It's going to be so sick, dude.
I think the rest of the world has America fucked up. We may be fat, we may be slow, but when it comes to sports, that's the only thing we care about. Listen, people won't go to a debate or a spelling bee, but in the state of Indiana, a basketball game is sold out. No one's at work. We love fucking football and basketball, any sport. So
true.
I'm gonna put the world on notice. You have us fucked up. You have us fucked up. It's gonna be so easy. So today, you guys, we're gonna do a draft. And Ryan, can you read the rules for the flag football team for the Olympics?
Yeah. So just the general rules. Okay, the field is 70 yards by 30 yards. So 30 yards across, 70 yards, 10 yards. I think it's 10 yards for each end zone. I don't think they go into detail on that. This is on the official Olympic. So it's going to be 2 20-minute halves, and the clock continuously running until the 2-minute warning. Okay, so that's keeps on going. Then it's sudden death after 40 minutes. Okay, and there are 5 players on each team on the field. Drawn from a 12-person squad. So players are going to specialize in either offense and defense. So essentially you're going to have 6 offensive players, 6 defensive players with a sub. Basically 5 on the field, 1 with a sub. Also, fun fact, D, did not know this. I was looking at the Olympic Committee. Touch football was founded in St. Louis, Missouri, which is pretty fucking sick. That's pretty sick.
I'm not surprised one bit.
Guess what? We don't have a fucking football team here. How does that make sense? Piece it together for me.
I'm confused on how
doesn't make sense.
People get mad when I say that. Well, some people don't get mad, but the state of California, they're big into high school football, college football. They don't give a fuck about the NFL.
No.
Other than Raiders fans. I'll give Raiders fans that. Raiders fans are it's the Raiders. But Los Angeles Rams, Los Angeles Chargers, they don't give a fuck about them. It's just like, yeah, you have them, but it's just like, we don't care.
Yeah, no.
It's retarded.
Yeah, and then also with this, so everything's kind of standard, 4 downs, whatever, 4. You have to reach the halfway line, so you don't have 10 yards, you have the halfway line, which is 25 yards. And then interceptions, same thing, nothing changing there. No running plays within 5 yards of the goal line. Okay, and then after a touchdown, which is worth 6 points, team can go for an extra point by running or passing from the 5-yard line, 2 extra points from the 10-yard line. So 5 yards, 1, 10, 2. But yeah, I mean, this is it's gonna be cool. I mean, but we, as the United States, we cannot lose this at all. We have to get gold medals no matter what. Has to be.
What country can actually compete with us is the question.
I don't know.
That's a legitimate question.
I don't know. I mean, look, maybe England kind of, they've, Germany. I feel like some European team is going to come up and be a little bit, because they're going to have
conversation.
Well, no, the thing is they're going to understand. They understand the sport more, and they got 4 years. You got to think about that. They're going to have 4 years to prepare for this.
You
I
can
just don't know
listen,
what quarterback they're going to
listen,
like the
listen,
throwing
listen, listen,
aspect.
listen, listen. There's not a man on earth. The only man I can think of is Jesus Christ that can cover Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, if you just throw, literally, he is going to require so much attention where if you watch the NFL, you're like, he's on pace. If he continues, he's going to be the MVP.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think there's no one in the NFL that can cover him. The top 500 guys in the country that play professional football, they're like, hey, we can't cover him, let alone the world. Listen, I think if certain players do well, the negotiations for their contract are going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So like my main thing is like yes, the field is shorter too. Like it's not as big. So, you got to think about that too. Like it's only 30 yards across instead of 52 and a half, whatever it is in NFL standard. It's a little bit shorter of a field now. Long, like sprinting wise, sure, you're going to be able to hit down there. But I mean, I don't know. You got 4 years to plan for this stuff. And, I don't know. But so I'm just pumped. I'm glad. You had some other ones. There's some other sports that were in the Olympics. What were they? We were talking about that. I forgot what they were. They're introduced in some other ones. Flag football.
It's another one. I forget.
There's several of them. I
New
can't.
sports. Let's see.
Of course, look at us being football heads, and we only give a shit about the flag football game. We don't give a shit about any of the other ones. But
surfing, skateboarding,
okay.
freestyle, BMX riding, sport climbing. How the fuck can that be a sport? What the fuck? Who's gonna reach the top the fastest? What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. They're pulling shit out of their ass at this point, but
all the climbers are going to be in the comment sections upset with me, like that is
dude, them
sport.
Goddamn Norwegians, those fucking all of them motherfuckers, all those European guys climbing mountains and shit.
America can win that too. All we have to do is get a prisoner.
Climbing fences, dude. We get them straight out of prison. Climbing fences, going straight to the rock climbing.
If we have prisoners that say, hey, if you can climb the fastest and you get out of prison, listen, we're unstoppable.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. It's crazy. No, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for the flag football stuff. It's gonna be awesome.
Shit, Ryan. I'm sorry. Baseball/softball.
Oh, that's right.
Cricket, lacrosse, and squash. What's squash?
I don't know. What is squash?
Yeah,
That's it.
Squash.
Game sport. It's a It's the court. It's like oh hell, what do you call that? No. When you're inside of a box, basically, you hit off the wall. That's squash.
I thought it was like pocket ball or some shit like that.
There's probably so many different names for that, but yeah, so that'll be the other one. That one's gonna suck to watch. That's gonna be fucking.
Yeah. Some of these sports, the only time I really start watching the Olympics is swimming. And I would say when it comes to fucking track and field.
I love me some track and field, man.
Yeah, I love fucking track and field. It's very entertaining.
Oh yeah.
But fucking basketball, it's like if it's America doesn't win, it's just like I'm kind of like an Asian household when it comes to America and basketball. I don't expect nothing less than an A+. I don't expect nothing less than gold. If you don't come home with gold, don't come home. Just stay overseas.
Right. You're right.
You're dishonored.
But you're right. But no, exciting. That stuff is exciting. Also new this week, Julio Jones. Welcome to the Eagles. Look, like I'm not expecting him to be the best thing ever. Like I'm not expecting him to come in and just fucking dominate. He is going to be such a good wide receiver 3 for us. He is the third guy.
I think, Ryan, what they could do, they can quote unquote put him in a situation where he's not playing tight end, but has that tight end role next to Dallas Goedert. Because him in the slot, or him close to the O-line and having some, simple route, he's unstoppable. But him route running, I think the route running is still there, but I don't know. I think it's
He's not
it's
fast. He's
something
not going to be
missing.
as fast. He's not going to be as fast. But like the thing is, on those other teams, as the Buccaneers, he wasn't used that much. I mean, he played a couple. He got hurt, but when he was in those games, he did play very well. Like
Yes, that is true.
he was still a solid player. He's not going to be the old Julio Jones where he gets 1,800 yards and no touchdowns. How did that happen? How did that happen?
Hold on.
Dude, I don't understand.
Kyle Pitts is that? Oh, that's not.
I can't believe that happened to him that season. That's just crazy. Like Matt Ryan not using him, but no, I'm just excited about. I'm excited about Julio.
He got doubled a lot.
Yeah, that's true too. No, I'm super excited about Julio. He's going to be a good replacement for Quez Watkins while he's out for sure, since he's going to be on IR. But shoot, man.
Well, all right, Brian, I'm gonna be honest with you. We can just get into the Eagles game actually, because the Eagles versus the Jets. I don't give a damn what you're talking about with the Jets. I mean, with the Eagles defense. The Jets have the best defense in the NFL. It's hands down. It's not even a conversation now. Josh Allen threw 3 interceptions against that defense. Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions on that defense. Jalen Hurts threw 3 interceptions on that defense. Those were top 5 quarterbacks last year. Top 5. Jalen Hurts finished second in MVP voting. It's not even a conversation no more. And I think 2 or 3 of their top corners were out. That defense is legitimate. Like, it's not even a conversation. If they get to the playoffs, and I'm going to say this, if Robert Muzala, what the hell his last name is, if he gets them to the playoffs, it's not even a conversation. He is coach of the year. Not even a conversation if he gets that team to the playoffs.
Because Robert Saleh.
Saleh. Okay, I'm sorry.
Muscala. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? That basketball player? Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I got you. Yes.
But if he gets them to the playoffs, he's coach of the year. And have you seen Aaron Rodgers on the field already throwing passes?
Yeah, that's insane. Like he said that he had a shoe that was like kind of angled a little, because you don't want your Achilles strained like all the way at 90 degree, but like he has a little bit of a slide in his foot, so he's like able to like walk, but he is ahead of schedule for sure. Like he's going to try to make a run at it, and I mean, they get him back, they're going to be pretty good.
If they sneak in the playoffs, it's going to be crazy.
I think they truly can. And look, I'm going to give you my honest opinion about the Eagles game. Okay. And this is truly coming from an Eagles fan.
No bullshit.
Jalen Hurts clearly lost that game for us. The one interception was not his fault, right? That was not his fault. Hit Dallas Goedert, hit literally bounced off of Dallas Goedert's chest, and hit off his knee.
Shit. He looks like shit this year.
Yeah, I don't know. But the other two, Jalen Hurts, it was not even the defensive pressure that got to him. It was him making a bad choice both times. And with Josh Allen in the game against the Jets, had bad choices. He underthrew guys. He was like throwing into double coverage. Jalen Hurts literally threw the ball right to that guy. Like, there was some really bad decision making. Yes, the Jets were pretty good that game, obviously getting some pressure on him. But when he threw those interceptions, they were not due to the pressure. It was due to Jalen Hurts throwing a stupid pass. Like, it was a clear as day, stupid pass. But overall, offensively, we just got to make some better decisions from Jalen Hurts. Without those 2 interceptions, we win that game. No doubt we score those drives because we're moving the ball fine. It's just literally Jalen Hurts lately have been having pick, fumble. Like, we had 4 turnovers, 3 picks and a fumble. Like, Swift fumbled the ball.
I see. I'm not a defensive coordinator, but I'm a defensive guy.
Mm-hmm.
I see what's going on with a lot of teams, with the Chiefs, with the Eagles. The 49ers convert occasionally. But what's going on, I see a lot, is a lot of teams are like, hey, if we stop the Eagles, 49ers, the Chiefs at times, they don't run a lot, but when they do run, they're a little effective. But if you stop them in the early downs and you have them pass, or it's a pass breakup before it's a minimal gain, it's old school football, but when they have these third and long situations, it's not ideal.
Yeah.
And I've noticed where, especially when it comes to the Eagles, and especially when it comes to the 49ers, just like the 49ers game, they got to go third and long, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Same thing for the Eagles. They're going to lose the game. Reasons why is because, one, I don't think Jalen Hurts is that yet in his career where he can convert those consistently. And the same thing for Brock Purdy. I think Patrick Mahomes can do it because it's fucking Patrick Mahomes. But I think I'm seeing that too much. And I think a lot of teams are starting to point that out. Because I think when the Chiefs played the Vikings, I was like, it didn't look convincing. The Chiefs looked good, but it was a kind of a game where the Vikings were in the game the whole game. Same thing for the Jets and the Eagles, where I'm just like, that pass, it was like a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 type of play. So he's having to throw the ball a lot farther than normal than last year. Normally it was like a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, where you can do an RPO, you can do an option where it's like, even if we don't get it, we can go for it on 4th down. Now it's a situation of people are like, hey, if you kind of contain the run, people don't trust his arm consistently. Where he's an accurate quarterback, don't get me wrong, he's very accurate, but he's a young quarterback, just like Brock Purdy, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely young. He makes some decisions and like we put all this pressure on him, dude. And like, this is his 2nd full season as a starter. Isn't that insane? Like Jalen Hurts, everybody puts him on this side such a high pedestal, and he's only like in his 3rd year officially, 2nd year as a starter. And, like in the game, like I said, I mean, it was the Eagles, like if you looked at the team stats, like you see all the yards, everything like that, yada, yada, you would have thought we won that game. Well, we had a -4 turnover differential, and we haven't had that in a long time as the Eagles franchise. Like we haven't had that for a while. It's been several years. So just with that, like I said, I'm still, once again, I'm not worried about our team. We're 5-1. We are okay.
Ryan. DeAndre Swift, 10 rushes, 18 yards.
Yeah.
Kenneth Gainswell, 2 rushes, 13 yards.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if Jalen Hurts had the most rushing yards, 8 attempts, 47 rushing yards,
he's always going to get a pretty decent amount.
But what I'm telling you, if that can't happen, like this is good, but this is going to be the president because you guys have a great offensive line, but their defensive line is just as good. Same thing for the 49ers. Same thing for some of these teams. Same thing for the Lions. But I think, it's the same thing for the Lions. If you take away the run, it's like, do you get Jared Goff? But Jared Goff he's been to the Super Bowl before. He's been to the NFC Championship game multiple times. So this is not his first rodeo. But these guys, Jalen Hurts been to the Super Bowl, but that's his first time ever going that far in the playoffs. Same thing for Brock Purdy. I don't know if these teams can do this consistently. It's not that many teams in the NFC that can go out there and slang the fucking football.
I just think it's still, I mean, it's week 6. We're putting a lot on. I mean, like I said, dude, as an Eagles fan, we're looking at, guess what? We're looking at the record. We're 5-1. We know the obvious problem is our offense right now, and we are still 5-1. We are going to get that shit figured out. I'm not worried about it. It will get figured out, just like it did last year. We had a little bit of a weird start last year too, but we were still undefeated.
Very weak schedule last year too.
But we're gonna be fine. Like I said, like the other teams don't look as strong either. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yes, but this is your upcoming schedule. The Dolphins, Washington, where it went to overtime, Dallas, bye week, Kansas City, Buffalo, San Francisco, Dallas again, Seattle, the Giants, Arizona, and the Giants again, the last 3 weeks of the season. Those should be easy wins. But you guys legitimately, there's a possibility where you guys can possibly go 1-4 in the next couple weeks. I mean, the next 4 or 5 weeks. Legitimately.
I mean, sure, we can possibly lose those games, but The thing is, as a team that we are a higher standard team. Obviously, we have the defensive line. We have a very solid defense. Obviously, that is not in a question at all. Offensively, we have a very strong run game. But if that gets clamped up, we have to rely on Jalen Hurts to make a decision and be accurate with that decision. He knows he's fucking up, man. Like he is in a slump right now. He's going to get out of that slump. It's going to be once he gets out of that slump,
I
we'll be
hope
fine.
so, because not too many, like, he's looked good rushing wise, but I think it's a situation of he looks good at times, not like he did last year. Obviously, like, I'm not saying he's like a one-hit wonder or some shit like that. I'm not saying that one bit. But what I am saying is these next couple of weeks until December 10th, really until Christmas, there's no easy games. There is none.
Yeah.
There is none.
No, well, we're going to be fine. We have shown we can compete with anybody in this league. Every single game we're going to be able to compete. It doesn't matter. The Washington Commanders, it's not like we had a bad game. They came out to play and they did very well. Like, that was the best game Washington's played all year. Other than that, we have taken control of the games and won those games. Yes, they've been a close game, but we've taken control of those games every single time. Even when our offense was awful looking, like the first 3 weeks, our offense was terrible looking, and we still got those games won. But
yes,
once again, it's just a wait and see type of thing with the offense. Once it gets to week 11, week 12, and we're still acting like that, then I will be concerned. But right now, I'm still not concerned.
Well, I think about it like this: we're on week 6.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get to week 8, the trade deadline, in week 9, that's who you are, because you're halfway through the year.
Yeah,
and by that time, it's the playoffs are starting to shape who's the pretenders, contenders, and who's fucking tanking.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I was about to roast your fucking ass. I was like, this is a perfect segue. This is a fucking perfect segue to the shit.
Fucking
Broncos, they fucking suck.
But the Broncos are tanking. But legitimately, I will say the next 3 weeks is a possibility you guys may go 1-2.
That's okay.
Miami,
like
Washington.
I said, we are going to. I think I'm going to root for the Eagles. I'm going to pick the Eagles every game. It don't matter. I think we can win all the games.
You really think so?
We can win all these games. I don't think we can lose all these. We will win these
Dolphins.
Games.
You think about this. If you guys can't keep up with JJ, who's stopping Tyreek Hill? Who's stopping Jalen Waddle? Because even when they lost to the Bills, they still put up 20 points.
We're gonna put up we're gonna put up points. We have a good, solid defense, dude. Like, yes, we don't have man coverage, but guess what? We're not gonna let them, because the difference between us and other teams, we have the best defense line in the league, hands down. No doubt in my mind, we have the best defensive line. When Jalen Carter comes back, we didn't have Jalen Carter this past week.
Yeah, but
we didn't have Darius Slay this past week.
That's one part. Those one person.
They're literally 2 all-pro. What are you talking? Like, Jalen Carter will be an all-pro this year.
And
Darius Slay is an all-pro.
And Patrick Mahomes is an all-pro. When he gets hurt in a playoff game, Chad Henne comes in and finishes the game.
Chad Henne we can't talk about that because Chad Henne had so much around him.
But what I'm saying is exactly that's what I'm trying to say.
Come on.
This is like basketball, maybe, but not football. Football is not just one man. Because don't forget, Brandon Weeden is the reason. Not Brandon. Is it Brandon Weeden? I don't know. What's the backup?
Brandon Weeden's the quarterback for he was a Cowboys.
Yeah, but Cooper Rush. I'm sorry. Yeah, Cooper
Rush.
Is that
you're talking about? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But Cooper Rush came in and he played better than Dak. He's the reason they went to the playoffs.
Dak Prescott fucking sucks. This is a no-brainer.
But what I'm saying is you have to have your team coached up, is because if you're depending on one player, because you have to think about it.
We're not okay, D. Listen, our defense did not fail. We did not fail last game. This against the Jets. Like, we're talking as if, like, I'm not saying that we failed last week defensively.
Oh,
We
no,
didn't
no,
fail
no.
that.
I'm
Like,
not saying that. I'm
and
not saying you
Jalen
guys
Carter,
played.
yes, he's not the whole defense, but him in the game, just the same as thing as last year when we talked about this with Jordan Davis. It's the same fucking thing. If we have Jalen Carter in the game, that's a big difference to our defense. It is. Darius
Yes.
Slay being in the game is a big fucking difference.
Yes,
All
I
right,
will
let's
give you
move
that.
on. We're moving on from the game. We're dancing in circles. Holy shit. We're talking about the Eagles for fucking 30 minutes when it
No,
doesn't
but we
even
can get to
they are the
the
best.
the Broncos game. That was
I don't
oh,
even want to talk about that one. They were up. The Chiefs literally dominated the game 16-0. You guys score a garbage time touchdown.
I wouldn't even say the Chiefs dominated that game. I wouldn't say that.
What?
Did you watch that game? No, they didn't dominate us.
They literally
Fucking
had control. Literally, it was
Russell
16 to
Wilson
nothing.
16. Really 16.
16 to
Did you
nothing.
watch the game? Did you watch the game?
Yes, they looked, dude. Literally, there was
Okay,
nothing wrong with
dominating is the Cowboys and 49ers. That's dominating.
Russell
Beat someone
Wilson going
16 to 8.
13 of 22 for 95 yards, one touchdown, two
That's
picks. They
that's
were in control.
that's not in control. That's your quarterback playing like shit. That's not in control.
Basically 35 minutes and 49 seconds of possession for the Chiefs, 24 minutes for the Broncos. Total yards, you guys had 197, 82 passing yards,
Shit.
115 rushing yards.
Shit. Absolute shit.
The Chiefs dominated y'all.
Absolute shit.
Dominated.
I wouldn't say dominated. I would not say dominated whatsoever. What I will say is what they did consistently was, like I told you before, stop the run. And when you stop the run with a lot of teams, because I just don't see our receivers do not look good. Like I thought Cortland Sutton's going to take that next step. I thought Jerry Jeudy's going to take that next step. That rookie Denzel Mims looks really good, but outside of that, like at times our receivers can't get separation. It looks terrible.
I've told you this about the Broncos.
I'm just saying. Wait,
I've told you this about the wide receiver core. I told you that they weren't that good. Remember not on the podcast, but when we were in the office together, I always told you that. I was like, Jerry Jeudy, because we were ranking the wide receivers.
Oh, I remember
And
that.
I always told you
remember
this.
that.
I always told you this. I was like, they're not as good as you think. And they're not. Cortland Sutton's a solid player.
Last year it was just timing. Like last year they looked good, but it was just like more of like a new quarterback timing thing. This year, it just looks like, okay, maybe it was timing last year, but the thing is same thing I've been saying you've heard me talk about this, but a lot of these players get drafted and it gets to their fucking head. Jerry Jeudy doesn't look fucking good. I don't care what anybody fucking says. It's what fucking Steve Smith Jr. says. Jag, just the guy. That's how he looks at times. I don't care what he fucking says or how you feel. It's not about how you feel. Actions speak louder than words. Cortland Sutton, I don't know. Some days he looks good, but this year he looks terrible. It's just we don't look good. We have guys that's still under 28, and they don't look good.
My bold prediction of the year should have been the Broncos making the playoffs instead of saying they're going to be just as bad as last year, because I'm exactly right. I was exactly right.
And you would think with the defense, I know certain things change, but I thought, all right, it's going to get better. It's like worse. It's like one of the worst defenses. I'm like,
you guys are terrible.
Something we were known for. It's like, all right, you have a shitty offense, but the defense is going to be there. Now it's everything is shitty. And it's a situation of our coach is giving our starting quarterback signs ever since he's gotten there. He's never said, Russell Wilson is my guy. He's never said that.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we going to do in the draft? Because we have multiple issues. We need a quarterback, but on top of that, our receivers look like shit. On top of that, our defense look like shit. So like, what are you going to do if everything's a fucking problem?
Yeah, no shit.
It's like shit. We look like the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, no, you guys are bad.
With an overpriced quarterback.
No, you guys are bad. You guys are really bad. Ravens and Titans. I called this one. I knew the Ravens were going to win.
Not a surprise there. It's
Well, you picked the fucking Titans, you dumb fuck.
that team. Have you watched that game? Did you watch the game?
No, actually, I did not. I don't know what I was doing that morning. I was not able. I did not watch it. I think I
It,
watched
it,
at the end because I was paying attention to Derrick Henry's stats because I have him on fantasy.
oh
But
yeah. I remember you telling me. Yeah, it was. It just looked like Lamar does. I think the defense is saving Lamar right now, bro.
yeah,
Like the Lamar does not look good. I don't care what anyone fucking says. Like Lamar does not look good. Fucking Zay Flowers looks good. The rookie they drafted, but other than fucking that, Lamar does not look good. Like
yeah,
he's staying in the games because of the defense. It's clear as fucking day at
yeah,
this point. He just It's
yeah,
just
and, yeah. And then with the Titans with Ryan Tannehill going down, Malik Willis. I mean, his stats look good right on paper, but in the game, dude, oh my god, he looks so lost. Which I don't blame. I mean, that's tough, dude, getting thrown into a situation like that. But
once
like,
once again, we could be an NFL GM. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah,
Think about last year, you draft a quarterback. The year
yeah,
before, you draft a quarterback. What what's missing here, Ryan?
yeah, dude, they
What's
just need
missing
to
here? Like
expand.
it sounds like one, you can't access talent. Two, you may not have a good GM coach. Someone's not coaching up these quarterbacks. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no kidding, dude.
And they drafted fucking Levis or whatever the fuck his name
Yeah,
is,
Will Levis.
like
Yeah,
high in the second round. Who's damn near a first round pick. It's like, what are you doing?
they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Dolphins, Panthers, 14 to
It started off
nothing.
good.
14 to nothing.
Good.
That's crazy. Then they
And
get outscored 42-7. Dolphins are so good offensively, man. It is just crazy.
it's
Defensively, they're still pretty good. Obviously, like they do have a good
and
defense.
they don't even have their best player
No,
on defense, which is crazy.
which he'll be coming back.
He's already in practice, which is
Soon. Yeah, I
crazy.
was about to say
What is
next
going
couple
on?
weeks.
What is going on with these fucking surgeries, bro?
Dude, I don't know. They're fucking doing some weird shit.
Like fucking
It's like
stem
blitz.
cell
It's
research.
like it's like blitz the league, taking that fucking needle and just
I'm like, what?
fucking
When I saw
two
Aaron
games, you're
Rodgers,
out.
I was just like, what the? He just tore his Achilles like 30 days ago. Like normal
Walking.
people don't even start walking. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. But Dolphins are exactly what we thought they are. Like they are a solid team. Bills, that was just a fluke week. It was just a weird game. Um, Other than that, I mean, they're legit, no doubt.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not really a conversation at this point. Tua is if Tua continues, Tua or Tyreek Hill is going to be the MVP. One or the
yeah,
other. Really, they should probably just do
yeah, might as
MVPs.
well. Fuck it. I mean, yeah, he's been phenomenal. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this next game, Texans and the Saints, but CJ Stroud is, dude, he is very good. I'm talented. He finally fucking threw his pick, man. And what I love about that pick, D, it literally was a fumble.
Fumble,
Oh,
and they get the ball
dude.
back.
Yeah.
That
It
was
literally
so
was the
fun.
perfect interception to throw. You throw it,
Yeah.
fumble,
All right, got the
get it back.
jitters. All right, get the ball back.
All
All
right,
right,
give me
I'm
that
ready to
shit.
go. All right,
Right.
let's go. Let's like that was fucking
It's
hilarious.
yeah, it's fucking funny. I mean, but yeah, no, he's very good. And what sucks about what sucks about the Texans? I'll just like summarize this real quick. Like Damian Pierce, it just like is disappointing for him right now. Like Devin Singletary's outshining him, but other than that, they're both very good. Like I like the Texans, the Saints. They're not going to be that good this season. Still, I mean, they're
Yes.
3-3.
Yes. Just lost tonight.
All right, D. We got the Commanders, Falcons. Tough game, dude. Commanders came out and played. Sam Howell looked really good, consistent. And the Falcons looked good defensively. Desmond Ritter is a fucking problem for the Falcons.
He played. They're going to draft a quarterback. I think what's going to happen for the Falcons, one of these teams are going to be selling like the Bears did. Possibly, it may be the Broncos selling to get more capital.
Right.
and they're gonna go get a Caleb Williams, or one of these other top guys because he doesn't look good.
No.
He does not look good. He has weapons. I'm not saying he has the best weapons, but he has Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. Now, they haven't looked good, but maybe they haven't looked good because it's the quarterback play.
They look good this game. Holy shit. Coming out
That's
party.
it.
Coming out party, dude. It was a
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
I love seeing them get involved. And you can see how good their offense is when they get involved. Desmond Ritter just needs to stop being a fucking turnover machine.
He had all of the opportunity to send that game to overtime. He is the reason they're losing games. They're 3-3, but they're 3-3 because of Ritter. No one else. No one else. He's throwing them out of games. He's baby Josh Allen right now. He's throwing them out of the game.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Bring us fucking Taylor Heineke. Put him in. I swear to God, this offense would run so much better.
I don't know why he's not in the game. It pisses me off so much. I'm at home watching this game and I'm like, throw him in. Oh my goodness, that shit irritates me so fucking much. I'm like, this guy competed with Tom Brady in a playoff game and damn near won. Throw him in the fucking game.
Mac Hollins is fucking fed up. You know that. He's fed up.
Yes. It's like, what? If I'm that coach, I'm like, I'm going to the practice. I'm like, hey, Taylor, go with the first squad.
God damn it, dude. Fucking shit. But
fuck, that shit's irritating.
Falcons still look strong, though, everywhere else. That's the crazy thing about it. They look really strong offensively, other than quarterback, and defensively, they do look good. Like, they held the running game pretty good. Like, that, it wasn't bad. Sam Howell didn't throw all over him. He only had 151 yards, I think. So, like,
it's fun. What's funny, and this is why I say Ryan Robbins and D'Angelo Laws, we could be co-GMs for an NFL team. I'm going to speak that shit to a fucking existence. Is because I don't know. I forget what the Falcons drafted in the second and third round. But they should have drafted in the second, third, fourth round a quarterback.
No shit, dude.
Because we all knew that, hey, Mariota wasn't that good. But we kind of knew that Desmond Ritter wasn't going to be that good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a finished product, but you kind of knew it. You go sign a quarterback free agent, but you got to go get a guy too. And if I'm an NFL head coach and if I'm a GM and I know I don't like what I have, I don't like that unsure shit. I'm like, hey,
you know what it is, D? They like what they fucking have, dude. That's what's fucked up in their head. They're fucked up in their head. Why do you think they make these decisions, D?
There's no way.
They like what they have?
I think, okay, so let's say this. I'm going to say this. When Peyton Manning got hurt and they looked like shit and they drafted Andrew Luck, they're like, hey, Peyton, we got a 22-year-old that's the next you. I understand them letting go of Peyton Manning. But I love what Washington did with RG3. They're like, hey, he's our guy. But if something fucks up with him, hey, we have this kid named Kirk Cousins. I think and I really truly believe a lot of GMs are very sensitive to their quarterbacks. And I say that is because a lot of them don't like their starting quarterback. They deal with them. That's not their guy, but they got him. But instead of going to draft and going, hey, we're going to develop them, like what the Packers did with Aaron Rodgers, what the 49ers did with Steve Young, or you're going to sit on the bench for a couple of years, but we're going to develop you. All of a sudden, they're like, oh, I don't want that to happen. Look what happened to Jimmy G, Jacoby Brissett, Brian Hoyer. All these Patriot quarterbacks sat behind Tom Brady. They weren't the best, but they were good game managers. They could still take them to the playoffs. That's what that needs to happen. There's nothing wrong with sitting on the bench for a couple of years. But when you go get someone, if they go draft Will Levy or what the hell, Will Levis in the second round, maybe he falls to the third round.
Yeah.
Now you have a rookie quarterback you can develop into what you want to do. Compared to now, we already know what Taylor Heineke is. We know where we're going to get. So you're kind of fucked in a way until next year.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I love what Andy Reid did. He's like, fuck this. I'm tired of losing the wild card game, the division round. I'm going to go get someone I want. That's what he did. And he's 2 Super Bowl rings later. He's been fucking correct.
Yeah. No, that's the fundamental in this. Like we've talked about this week in, week out. That's not why these franchises are always going to fail, because they don't have that strong part. I think a franchise that's finally figured it out, it's taken 25, almost 30 years, is the Jaguars. They've done a phenomenal job with this team, dude. And I want to hear you fucking say it, that Christian Kirk is fucking legit and good.
Before we continue on that, we're about the same age. We're a couple months apart.
Yeah.
The Jaguars have drafted, I think, at least 2 top 10 quarterbacks in our lifetime.
Dude,
Blaine Gabbert out of Missouri, which was shit, and Blake Bortles out of UCF, I think, which was also.
Hey, Blake Bortles did a good job with what he had. Okay. He did a good job with what he had. Blaine Gabbert, yes, he is shit. I'll agree with that.
Because don't forget, also with Blaine Gabbert, I think the next year they drafted Justin Blackman out of Oklahoma State in the first round, which was a terrible pick. We could be NFL GMs.
Yeah, but Jaguars have turned it around. They finally got a head coach that fucking cares and can do the job. Trevor Lawrence
is
awesome.
Not a top 20 receiver.
He is.
No,
he's so fucking good.
No, he is not. Have you watched their games?
He is so fucking good, dude. I don't know what you want me to say.
Evan Ingram and Calvin Ridley opens up so much for him.
He did this shit last year, and he was the number one.
No, he did not. He had moments last year.
Oh,
he had moments last year, and that was about it. He had moments.
What do I got to fucking do? You know what I mean? What do I got to do?
He's not even the guy on that team. He's not even. He's
got better stats than Calvin Ridley right now. He's better than Calvin Ridley right now, stats wise. I'm pretty confident. Look it up for me. Let's get a fact check. And by the way, we are recording after the final. We already picked the Jaguars to win, but Jaguars won 31-24. I mean, tonight, dude, like literally, like Christian Kirk had 6 receptions, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Calvin Ridley had 1 reception, 5 yards. like Christian Kirk he's getting the fucking targets now. Is Calvin Ridley being there helping him a lot? Yes, dude. Oh my God, yes. But you need that as a team.
The thing is, stats wise, Christian Kirk is 19th and Calvin Ridley is 24th. They're right there.
I mean, yeah, but like Calvin, I mean, not Calvin Ridley. Christian Kirk is good, dude. God, he's good.
Let me give you this. The Jaguars have 3 players in the top 50 in stats on receiving. Evan Ingram, Christian, like that's what I'm saying. It's like that team, bro, is pretty good. A lot of teams don't have that, bro.
Yeah, like this is why I'm saying the Jaguars are doing it right. Christian Kirk, they bet on him last year, right? They brought him in. They're like basically, hey, wait a year. We just got Calvin Ridley. Wait a year. Remember, because they got Calvin Ridley last year, they had to wait.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They're like, hey, wait. And we got Evan Ingram. Wait a second. Dude, this year he is fucking showing off. Calvin Ridley's awesome. Evan Ingram's awesome. Travis Etienne's awesome. Like, they have a lot of good weapons on this team, and they lit up the Colts. And unfortunately, season-ending injury for Anthony Richardson doing the surgery. I think it's a smart move. Get him healthy.
Learn how to cha-cha slide.
Dude, yeah.
What the fuck is going on with these quarterbacks, bro?
I don't know. But the Colts, it was a smart move by Jim Irsay, and I guarantee all of them talked about with Anthony Richardson, but good decision. He's going to be healthy. He's going to be such a good player in the NFL. Anthony Richardson is, as long as he can maintain himself and be healthy. They're going to teach him more of the, hey, we need to slide. Hey, we need to take care of ourselves. Or else they're going to have another Andrew Luck situation. Shortened career, retire early because he ate. Bengals and Seahawks. Joe Burrow's almost back. He's almost back.
Ryan, did you watch that game?
I only saw a glimpse of it, but talk to me.
I watched that whole top to bottom. The Bengals did not deserve to win that game. The Seahawks dominated them. It was just the Seahawks beat themselves. The Seahawks
That's what it looks like.
The Seahawks dominated them in every stat. I think the Seahawks look good, bro. They look good, but I don't know what happened. It was just like, Kenneth Walker did great for me for fantasy. Well, he said great, but he did pretty good. Fucking Gino looks. They have to. They got to go draft somebody next year. This is his second year out of that 3-year deal. And this is why I repeat, we could be a GM, is because if they don't draft somebody and they re-sign this, they're not going to be a mid-level team.
You don't win the Super Bowl with Geno Smith. Let's just be real, right? You don't win with that.
You can.
No, God damn it, no.
Listen. People don't understand this. You can win the Super Bowl with an average quarterback. We get caught up too much on quarterback play.
Is he average?
Yes, he is average.
Oh, I don't know.
But when you look at this team, the defense, Ryan, when have they had a great pass rusher?
Oh, never. God, like it feels like never. You know what I mean? Ever.
Because the guy was at work was like the Bennett, Marcellus Bennett. I think not the tight end, but the other Michael Bennett. I'm sorry, and I'm like, he was not great.
He was good. He went to the Eagles and was good too, right? Like he got the Super Bowl.
He had his moments, but great? No. I think they should have drafted Jalen Carter.
Oh, God damn.
They should have drafted Jalen Carter because now it's, as a whole, their defense is good. But
Tariq Woolen is awesome.
Yes. But when you look at Geno Smith, 2 interceptions, he's the reason they lost the game.
Yeah, no kidding.
Tyler Lockett looks good. DK looks a little frustrated, but when you look at Geno, I'm looking at some of the throws. He's missing throws. It's like throws where I'm just like, that's a gimme throw. That's easy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he doesn't look good. He does not look good. What's keeping them in games if their run game and their defense, but Geno doesn't look good at times.
Yeah, I get rid of Geno. That's a recipe, I think. Get somebody good. You're going to be, that team is going to see a lot of success, and they are young still. They still have a young core, so they will be fine for the future. Vikings 19-13 over the Bears.
That was a shit game.
Yeah, it was bad to watch. I mean, the Vikings just
watching two teams trying to tank.
Yeah, the Vikings inched it out. They're one score, dude. They love the one scores. They're gonna have it every single fucking week. This is my favorite game of the week right here. 49ers and the Browns was awesome. Dude, the fight, the fucking Browns defense is so good. Myles Garrett is so good. And everything else around Myles Garrett, it all rides off of how well he plays, right? And Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator for the Browns, is so talented, man. He's got that defense running so good. They did this with PJ Walker. PJ Walker at quarterback, D1.
And he threw 2 interceptions.
2. To say they got to Brock Purdy was an understatement. They got to him, dude. They ruffled his feathers, man. But guess what? That takes nothing. I'm gonna admit this right now. That takes nothing away from Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy is still a good quarterback. I think all these things. He faced the best defense we've seen for a long time.
Ryan, I love the Eagles.
Yeah.
But the Eagles have a great pass rush as a whole.
Yes.
They don't have great individual pass rushers. When you look at Myles Garrett, you have to respect him, because if you don't and you play him one-on-one, I don't think there's an offensive lineman in the NFL that can block him one-on-one.
No, it's going to be tough. I mean,
you have to double team him. And if you don't double team him, it's going to be a long fucking day, because he's moving. I've seen him get fucking bumped by a tight end. How they do a little wedge and
little chet.
And he puts the tight end on his ass.
Yeah.
And then he still gets the sack. I'm like, God damn, this.
He didn't even, even in this game, he didn't even have a sack. He literally did nothing stat-wise this game, but the impact he has of the amount of attention that motherfucker gets is insane. You have to put two people on them. Remember the Titans? They're like running those two fucking tight ends with them, and they got a delay of game. They had to fucking do that. Like, but no, dude, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with the Browns. Offensively, obviously, they need Deshaun Watson back. I don't know what's going on with him. That's such a weird situation. But this takes nothing away from the 49ers. The 49ers did not change them at all. They are still who I think they are. I still think they're the best team in the league.
Yeah, but it goes back to what I said earlier about the Eagles. If you stop the run for a lot of these teams, it's a little skeptical. Christian McCaffrey didn't have the best day.
Yeah, he got hurt.
He got hurt. And then Jordan Mason comes in, and then like they didn't look the best. Debo, it's a situation of they're going to be in cap hell next year. So they have to draft another receiver to complement Ayuk and Debo, because if one of those receivers gets hurt, who the fuck do you have?
And that showed today. That really showed today. This is what happens when you get hurt.
One player, because I'm like,
Christian McCaffrey, I mean, yeah, he's the biggest reason for a lot. Like, he would be the biggest player for a lot, but he's one of the best players in the league. And you could easily see, like, once he got hurt, dynamic changed. And then was it Debo that went out? Debo went out too, didn't he? He got hurt too. So, like, yeah, those are two big players. I get that. But when Christian McCaffrey went out, that was the biggest difference for them. And it showed, but they're going to be fine, D. I mean, I'm not worried about them. They are predicting to have healthy players, right? If they're all healthy, they're going to make it, right? That's with almost any team in the NFL. Not a lot of people have a lot of depth when it comes to their star player. When you lose your star player, you're kind of fucked. Like the Vikings look different, obviously without Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
But the Vikings are bad anyway.
if the Vikings were 5-1, do you think JJ will be IR?
Dude, no, he would be on the IR, but he would be coming back week 5.
What I'm saying is
he's staying.
He's staying out. What they're doing is they're like, hey, let's go get a guy in the draft. That's it. It's nothing wrong with tanking.
No, we're done. Let's just move on from playing. Let's just get these games out of the way. Let's move on to next year. Raiders and Patriots. Whatever. What do you got to say, D? Do you got anything?
It's a bunch of bullshit. The Raiders don't look bad. It's just you just don't know what's going on with that franchise. It's just a weird one.
Yeah.
But the Raiders at times look really good. But defensively, I think Max Crosby has to demand a trade.
Yeah, he's wasting those two. I was going to say this. This is my only two things I wanted to say is that Josh Jacobs is wasting his career. Max Crosby is wasting his career. That's it. They're wasted. They would be so good on other teams.
I don't care what anyone says, and I think Derek Carr's, around the block quarterback, but Derek Carr has done a lot for the Raiders organization.
Oh yeah,
because when we were growing up, the Raiders were dog shit, and I'm seeing the Raiders now, and I'm like, you still haven't fixed a lot of issues. I don't see a lot of these teams can't fucking draft to save their fucking life.
Yeah.
Because I can't see if anything that they drafted where they're starting D lineman that they drafted in the top, I think 15, he's not even starting. It's like, what the fuck? Like, anyone in the first round for the most part starts. Unless it's a quarterback or something like that. But it's a position where the first 2 rounds normally you're starting. That's crazy to me, bro. That's just so fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, no. Lions and the Buccaneers. Lions are very good. That's all I gotta say. I mean, they are very good.
America, this is my new current team. Now I have an AFC team and an NFC team. There's a guy at work that tells me there's nothing wrong with that. He's like, you could always gonna be a good graces. And I'm thinking about ordering a Jared Goff jersey. Lions country, let's ride.
Yeah, Lions country, right.
They look good, bro.
Yeah, they do.
Anytime you hold a NFL team under 10 points, I'm looking. I'm like, shit, what are you doing? And the Buccaneers they're trying to play the playoffs. They're not tanking. They're not the Brown. I mean, not the Brown. They're not the Bears or the Broncos or the Cardinals. They're actually playing, and they had an NFL team under 10 points. They're legitimate, bro. They're legitimate.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think David Montgomery being hurt, that's a little rough for them. They even have that backup running back coming in now because Jameer Gibbs is also hurt. But other than
It
that,
shows their depth.
yeah, I was about to say they got a little bit of injuries on the running back side, but I feel like with that offense is plug and chug, to be honest. I think anybody can strive really well as a running back on that team. Solid offensive line. Jared Goff is very good quarterback. Good wide receivers. They have more options. But no, Lions are good. Defensively, they're good. Rams, Cardinals. Rams are very fucking good. I will say that.
Sean McVay is he surprised me a lot. I thought he was one of those coaches where he's kind of like a Phil Jackson, where he needs top guys.
Yeah.
I apologize, Sean McVay. You proved me the fuck wrong.
No, he is
what bro.
Very good.
If they get to the playoffs, he's coach of the year.
Hands down. I mean, the Rams, they were at nobody's top list this year, not at all. And
Puka, who's Puka?
Yeah. And literally, when Cooper Kupp was out, they're like, oh, yep, they're losing the first 5 games whenever he's out, 4 games whenever he's out, and proved them wrong. I mean, Cooper Kupp has come back. Yeah, they have.
The NFC doesn't look deep.
No, yeah, I mean,
the NFC does not look deep. A lot of teams are 3-3, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. And the Eagles, literally, there's a definite 3 teams that are the best, and that's the 49ers, Lions, Eagles, right? Rams could sneak into that fucking. They could be right there, dude. I mean, they Ryan, will not beat the 49ers out, but they will be the 5th seed.
So we're old enough. I remember Anquan Bolton on fucking the Cardinals his rookie year.
Yeah.
That may be the only rookie wide receiver I've seen it come in like, damn, he looks good.
Yeah.
I remember I was a kid and I was just drawn to the TV watching him. Puka gives me that feeling where it's just like he has that shiftiness of like Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Of like when you see him, he don't look like a fucking NFL player.
No.
But when he puts on those pads, you're like, I see why he's an NFL player. He looks unstoppable, bro.
Right.
He may finish with 1,300 yards receiving. Yeah. He may be all pro this year.
Yeah, no,
because JJ's injured. That's legitimately, he may be an all pro.
Yeah, no, I like him. I like Cooper Kupp, both of them together. And I was correct. I knew Cooper Kupp was going to take away a little bit from his targets, but it hasn't been that big of a difference. I mean, they are needing to guard both of them. Puka Nacua can definitely do some damage. Bills and the Giants. Bills just had a sloppy game, and
as fucking usual.
But they you know what? They won the game. That was better than them having a sloppy game and losing, right? Like, as long as they have a sloppy game, they still won. That's how you determine if the team's good or not. Giants are fucking trash. Fuck the Giants. Tyrod Taylor came in. So
he did pretty fucking that's yeah, but that's the thing.
I know
the Giants right now, they do have a top 10 defense, in my opinion. I think the only thing that's hurting them is a fucking offensive line. And everyone's talking about Saquon Barkley. I think about it like this. If you don't have an offensive line, fuck your money. Don't pay me. I'll just leave. I'll request a trade. Because you can't run behind your fullback, and you got to have an offensive line. That's why I think DeAndre Swift is so fucking good, is because he didn't look good in Detroit, but now he has probably the best offensive line in the NFL.
This is what happens. DeAndre Swift is the fucking man.
That's what I'm saying. Like Miles Sanders, that's how I think. That's why if I'm an NFL GM, this is why I love your GM, the Eagles GM, because they're like, hey, why would I pay Miles Sanders? I have a top 3 offensive line. Anybody can run behind them. All right, well, fuck you, Miles Sanders. Go to the Panthers and look good.
And
I'll go get DeAndre Swift for like $3 million. Then I'll get Rashad Penny for like $3 million. Couple years.
Dude, we definitely finessed that whole fucking thing. Like, And Miles Sanders going to the Panthers, he don't look good. It's the same. He got paid though. Hey, guess what? That piece of shit got fucking paid. So
and guess
whatever.
what? And the Panthers don't have an offensive line. I remember
Damn,
a guy.
did you actually put 2 and 2 together? Was that?
Well, no, I remember there was a guy, Mr. Robbins told me in the preseason, like the Panthers had decent receivers.
They do have some. Look at Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen, good. That's it.
He is good. People counted him out just because he's fucking old. DJ Chark is finally coming back from his like injuries and stuff like that.
Right, they don't look good. They don't look good at all.
It's Bryce Young, dude. Like, give him time. Give him time.
The Texans are so fucking happy they have their guy.
Yeah, that's true. CJ Stroud is way better than Bryce
Young. CJ Stroud's a grown ass 6'3", 210, 215. Bryce Young's 5'10". We all know he's probably like 5'10".
How those quarterbacks went, they needed to. Well, I guess CJ Stroud would have just went first, and then Richardson put him up there too.
I was talking about this in off, bro. It's so many people that thought that CJ Stroud was better. I didn't know this, so I thought that I was like, Bryce Young, but I'm like, but they're like CJ Stroud is better. He's bigger. He's played.
That's all you heard was Bryce Young. That's all you heard.
It's crazy. I like CJ Stroud, but I didn't realize this. CJ Stroud, if they keep adding weapons, maybe a weapon or two, they develop. Obviously, they have a lot of young talent on the offense, but they need to develop this offensive line. Of course, I'm big in developing the offensive line, and they keep adding pieces on defense.
Yeah,
they look good right now. I think they're like 3-3.
Yeah, something. Yep.
And you have to look at it. The NFL this year, it's either you're a top dog or your ass.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams are starting to separate, and I really believe the the playoffs is going to be wide open this year for a lot of teams.
True.
Because Colts right now are 3-3, but the Jaguars only 4-2.
Yeah.
There's a possibility where that, like, it's going to be a week 18 game and win or go home, and
bingo. Right.
Texans are in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, no, it can happen for sure.
The Cowboys and Chargers.
That was an entertaining game,
the
dude.
Cowboys.
Yeah, fucking, I do. Dak
redeemed himself. Dak redeemed himself.
I guess,
Dak
man.
Dak looked good. Don't disrespect. Dak looked good. The only thing that didn't look good for the Cowboys was their run game. The run game did not look good. CD looked good. Tony Pollard looked good.
Well, I mean, you can only do so much when your offensive line. Like, I feel like they got blown. I don't know what happened, dude. The Chargers were able to contain so much. Like, they were able to stop the run a lot easier in that. Like, I don't know. It was just weird. Like, the Cowboys are known for being able to at least run the ball, but
it's a situation of Ryan, and this is where people don't understand with the Chargers. The Chargers have one of the worst defenses, but I'm a Broncos fan. I understand why I'm saying I don't understand. I really don't. But we have one of the worst defenses, but we don't have a great pass rusher. We have a bunch of young guys we're developing. The Chargers have Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. They got some good young linebackers. They signed Eric Kendricks. They have some good linebackers. Their linebacker core is very young and hungry. But their secondary is trash.
Well, they got Sante Samuel Jr.,
Darren James, was that Gillen or JT Woods, they have Michael Davis. They have a bunch of guys. They don't have anything special in the secondary. They don't play good as a unit, and it shows. It shows night and fucking day, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, yeah, well, I mean, it's Chargers are, they're very confusing, and like I think it's just a curse with them, to be honest. Like, I think they are just stuck in just being this team that everybody thinks is always good, but they're never good. Like, they always think they're good, and then
I love you, Ryan. I love you so much.
You gotta think, like,
this is why I love you.
With LT, right? With LaDainian Tomlinson, Philip Rivers, same fucking thing, dude. They went 15-1 one season, Gates. Didn't they? I think they went 15-1 one season, and they fucking still didn't get
14. It was like 14-2.
14, whatever. Yeah, 14-2, 15-1, whatever it was, dude. Like, and they still fucking lost. Like, they always have this expectation that they're going to be a good team, good team, good team every year. And they
The
never are.
crazy the crazy thing is, and you know how I feel about Justin Herbert. People talk all this shit, and I tell people, look what he's had, and he's about 500 as a quarterback. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like this team is
when you
overhyped.
his offense, not this year, but even previous years, was when you look at him and you look at Tua, because they were both drafted back to back. Tua has played better. When healthy, Tua has been better.
Way better.
Way better. They both have great receivers. They both have a decent offensive line. They both have good running backs. But one, when he's healthy, Justin Herbert does not look good. I've been saying it for the longest. People have been criticizing me. I've been saying he looks good against okay teams, but when he plays the top other quarterbacks, when he plays a good defense, he looks scared. He does not play the same. He just looks like he's not supposed to be there. I'm not saying that he doesn't look good. Don't get me wrong. But when you look at, he has Austin Eckler. When you look at, he has Keenan Allen. Like, he doesn't have he has weapons. He has legitimate weapons, in my opinion. But same thing. Tua has been outplaying him since they were rookies.
Yeah. I mean, the Chargers, like I said, they always are overhyped. They think they're going to be great, and then they're just not that good. Plain and simple. But D, another good week, man. I'm just excited about football, man. I know with you're having a bad team, but hey, just root for my Eagles, man. They'll be fine.
Fuck the Eagles. I am rooting for the Lions. I am big into the Lions game. I'm gonna fucking order a jersey. Haley's gonna be upset because I'm gonna spend $100 for it. Of course, because when you get a jersey, you got to get the hat. You got to get the hat. So, got to get the hat.
God damn it! All right, D. We have our draft of the week. This is a little weird. We're doing a different type of draft this week, guys. We're picking our ideal flag football teams.
There you go.
But we're going to go snake draft. This is not just who we want. We're picking back and forth. So we can't keep duplicate players like D-Picks, Tyreek Hill. I can't have them. But I'll tell you this right now. I'm taking Tyreek Hill, number 1 overall pick.
Actually, it was my I get to go first. You went first last week.
Oh, no.
And now you can switch that for me because I'm taking Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer pick, I feel like. No-brainer pick. Holy shit. What route do I want to go here?
Hopefully you're dumb. Because I feel like you're going to do the obvious.
And we're doing it for this year, right? Not in 4 years future time. We're doing it right now,
this
correct?
Year,
okay,
right now.
So I'm going to go Jay Jettis. I'm going to go Justin Jefferson, JJ for sure.
Okay, so let me take him off my list. That was my next pick.
I've got to go JJ. And then well, then it's Snake. I get this one here. This year, right now, we're doing this now.
It's flag football. This is not the NFL, just flag football.
Exactly right. This is People
give me
Adams.
That.
Give me Devontae Adams.
Ooh.
Give me Adams.
I'm glad that you did that. Thank you. I'm glad that you did that and you left him on the table. Mm-hmm. Give me Jamar Chase.
Yep. I was thinking Adams is a better route runner than Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase got that speed, though. A little bit more speed than Adams does.
And give me my next pick. Give me Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. CMC. Okay.
Rush.
I like that.
That's a dual. That's dual.
Yeah.
Because you don't want all receivers. But
yeah. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go and pick quarterback here. He gets rushed if they do like that blitz bullshit. Nobody's better than this guy in the league. It's Mahomes, no doubt.
You're dumb as fuck. You are dumb as fuck. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Mahomes.
I wanted to bait you. Okay. All right. So there's remember, America. This is for a flag football.
Mahomes is the best
No, he
there
is
is.
not. No,
He's
he is
got it.
not.
He's got it.
No, he
All
is
right,
not.
number 4. Let me do this here. Somebody that is very good in the pass game for their team because they use him heavily, but I've got 2 guys I really want to pick. But for my running back-ish guy that I'm going to pick, I'm going to go with my guy, the next Christian McCaffrey. That's Bijan.
You're fucking retarded.
Bijan
Jesus, you are retarded. Okay, so for my quarterback, flag football, you want people that's small and fast, and he has an arm as well. I want Kyler Murray.
Dude, that's such a bad pick. That's such a bad pick.
This is for flag football.
That's such a bad pick.
Flag football. I can catch Patrick Mahomes. You're not catching Kyler Murray. My next pick on top of that is the Dolphins rookie running back. That Devon Altran, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Achan,
I'm sorry. Runs like a 4.3. You can't keep up.
Yeah, I like that. Bijan Robinson's shifty as fuck. He's shifty. He's fast.
I love that pick. I think it's a little early, but I like that pick.
No,
but that Patrick Mahomes pick, don't forget, it's a shortened field.
Yeah, Mahomes is the best. He's the best running, like outside, like he gets out of the pocket, he throws the ball on the run. He is the best of the best. He throws the ball
on the run when no one,
the best of the best.
To tackle him.
The best of the best.
Football. You want someone small and agile.
He would get it done. No doubt in my mind.
I don't think so.
Kyler Murray ain't getting shit done. That motherfucker can't throw the ball. He's trash. He's shit.
What are you talking about?
Whole last year. Look it up. Just look at his whole last year.
What are you talking about right now? What are you talking about right now? Don't think with your emotions. It's okay.
All right. So 5. Let me think here. So I'm gonna go defensive route here. We're gonna go and get Sauce Gardner.
Okay, I like that pick. I like it.
And then I'm going to go back to back. You're going to be upset. I'm going Gardner, and then right after that, I'm actually going to get Surtain.
I like that. I like it.
I'm getting my defensive guys.
All right, so my next pick is I'm taking Micah Parsons. Fast as fuck. So there's not going to be no O-line to save Mahomes.
Okay.
It's not going to be shit because he runs faster than him. He's going to get him.
Okay.
Then my next pick, I'm going to get because this is a tough one. Contemplated a lot. But I'm going to get Darius Slay. I'm going to get Darius Slay. It's because with Parsons chasing Mahomes, that's going to be rough.
Yeah, Micah Parsons is good. Yeah, Micah Parsons is good for sure. My 7th pick, I'm going to go ahead and snag another corner. And this guy is a freak athlete. He's huge, fast. We're going to go Tariq Woolen. I've got some length on this fucking defense. Especially at the corners. I've got good length. They're going to be all over the fucking field. I've got 3 very good corners back to back to back. Let me have for defensive. I'm trying to see if I want to go defensive or I want to get my last offensive piece here.
Pick top.
Kamara. Give me Alvin Kamara. Shifty.
I like that. Yeah.
Shifty pass. I like him. It's like a good counteract to Robinson.
All right. To play my safety position, I like this guy. You can't really go wrong with him.
I know. You start thinking a lot, dude. I was about to pick people, and I'm like, fuck, I really want that.
I'm gonna go with the speed here. and I'm gonna get my last offensive guy. How many offensive players do I have right now?
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have one more spot.
So my last pick is going to be Jalen Watt.
I'm gonna go Waddle. That's a good pick. Really good.
That's
pick.
my last offensive pick.
Yes.
And then for
correct.
my defensive pick, I'm gonna go give me Jair Alexander.
Alexander.
Good speed,
Yeah.
good speed, can cover the best of them. He covers JJ a lot.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Well, I'm gonna go and try to get all the rest of my defensive guys here. We're gonna go and get somebody that's gonna be able to pressure the quarterback. He's just a menace. He's fucking awesome. And he can drop in coverage if I need him in flag football, if I need to drop him just in coverage. We're gonna go Fred Warner.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
He can get after the quarterback. He's quick as fuck, but he can also be in coverage. He's lanky, he's tall, he's good.
I like that pick.
Let's see here. Oh man.
Pick.
What do I want to do? We've got so many options here. We're gonna go if we're healthy, right? They're healthy right now.
Of course, healthy. Of course, they're healthy.
Jalen Ramsey.
Ah, fuck! Took my next pick.
I need him. I need that defense there. All right, you're up there.
All right, so let me see. It's tough.
I took a lot of defensive guys away.
You took a lot of dogs. You took a lot of dogs.
I made sure if I wasn't going to be stronger than you offensively, I made damn sure I was going to be good enough defensively.
Okay, so defensively, I will say this: you do have some dogs,
absolute dogs.
You don't have the dogs because I'm gonna get Denzel Ward.
Yeah, Browns, of course. Yep.
Good length on him. And Ward is fast as fuck.
Best man coverage guy in the game.
Yeah, like his man coverage is legitimate, bro. And then
he's very good.
To level it out, I have to get someone who's not afraid to bump these receivers. Like I don't like small corners. I don't like these small corners, bro. I'm kind of old school when it comes to that shit. Give me Marlon Humphrey from the Ravens, bro. He's like 6'2", 6'3", 210, 220. He's a stocky corner, bro. He's a big guy.
I'm not angry with that. That's not a terrible pick. Somebody that's really I've got my two last bench spots right now. Which I'm going to go ahead and get for my defensive bench guy. I think this is what I want to do. The Falcons corner, I think his name is, what's his name?
AJ Terrell.
AJ Terrell. That's who I'm going to go. I was thinking
I like that
fucking
pick.
Terrell Edmonds is what I was thinking of by accident. AJ Terrell.
If you would have said that name, I'd be like, oh, you got to stick with it. You got to stick with it.
I was trying to think. Yeah, AJ Terrell, he's been like a top 10, top 5 corner in the league right now with stats-wise, PFF rating, all of that. He's been very good this season. I think that's a good guy to put on the bench just in case I want to switch something up. And then for my last pick, I was debating on going quarterback here. But I think I trust Patrick Mahomes enough. I'm not worried about that as much. I need to get somebody that is quick, super fast, got a lot of speed with them. Which you've already got Waddle and Hill, which that is just
unfair. It's unfair. Your corner, no one can keep up. No one's gonna be able to keep up.
Yeah, that's I'm just been trying to think like I need somebody a little bit faster. But like I was also thinking about this, like route running wise, you don't need a lot of fast guys on this. You know what I mean? Like you need shifty guys, right? But not breaking speed fast, right? Tyreek Hill is going to do his work,
that's
right?
Why
he's
my next my next pick is going to be legitimate to stop a lot of things for your offense. So
I'm going to get one fast guy. I'm going to go and get Marquise Hollywood Brown. he's going to be my quick guy, my fast dude on the team. And he's my bench guy. So just in case I want to fill him in, I'll do it.
How many offense do you have right now?
I've got so JJ is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Because I picked 4 offensive guys that were off the rip.
So we have that 12 altogether.
Was that
12 altogether, correct?
Yeah. So you have one more. You have one more guy. It's your offensive bench.
So for my I'm gonna get defense really quick.
You already got defense. You're done. You got one pick left.
Oh, one pick.
Are you not fucking
really?
Laura, you got
I thought I had one more defense.
You got Micah Parsons, Darius Slay, Jair Alexander, Ward, Marlon Humphrey. You have one more defensive guy. Offensively, you've got Hill, Chase, CMC, Kyler Murray, Devon Achan, and Jalen Waddle, 6.
That's what I was saying. Okay, I thought I had one.
You didn't get a defensive guy. You kept on saying offense.
I'm sorry.
You stupid fuck. Look at you.
You got that Battlehawks bullshit on. But
go Hawks. Good call.
Fuck. It's good call. That's funny as fuck. But for my last pick, it's gonna be Buda Baker.
Buda Baker.
That's a good safety.
Yeah. Okay.
A good safety could literally clean the fucking defense clean up the defense, clean up the fucking cornerback.
I went no safeties.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
When you have
give me a perfect
Surtain and Gardner, I'm not worried.
Other than Gardner and fucking Surtain, Woolen's been cooked a few times this year.
I'm not that concerned because Woolen is my third cornerback. Third.
Okay, and who's rushing your passer again? Was it
Fred Warner?
No. Who's rushing your passer?
Oh, Micah Parsons,
which is fast as fuck, boy.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. The thing is with my team, I've got separation. I've got Justin Jefferson, best route runner in the league. Then Devontae Adams, arguably the best or second route runner in the league. Bijan Robinson, shifty, out of the backfield. Kamara, Hollywood Brown for speed. I mean, I like Hill. You went speed. You went Hill. You went.
It's flag football. That's what you want in flag football.
I'm not. I think my corners. I think Sauce Gardner. I think Pat Surtain. Those guys are going to be able to keep up with those wide receivers in that field. I don't think they're going to have a problem because it's not 52.5 yards wide. It's only 30. It's a lot shorter. And then it's 50 yards to end zone. That's a lot of, if you're starting at the fucking 1 yard line, sure, you got 50 yards to work with, but 25, we can hang. Overall, a really good draft. I don't think we missed anybody. The thing is, I didn't want to go defensive line too slow because what if I wanted to drop him in coverage? You can't do it. Myles Garrett wouldn't be that good. Max Crosby wouldn't be that good.
You could definitely drop Myles Garrett into cover, play a little QB spy.
But I don't need that when I can have middle linebacker or, you pick Micah Parsons, really good pick. Like those guys you can put them in coverage. You can also have them on the quarterback. Like they're both legitimate athletes. I just don't see in flag football, I don't see them using defensive linemen as much. I see them using linebackers, corners, maybe a safety, right? Like some of the safeties could definitely come in there. Buda Baker would be a good pick. Just having somebody to keep everything in front of you.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a good pick, like having a safety in there. Which Tariq Woolen did play safety for a while, too. He played safety before ultimately shifting to corner, too. So, yeah, I like the pick. It was a good draft. Good draft overall.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right, D. It's that time.
Show that goddamn milk dud head. White chocolate.
Nummy.
America, I fucking sucked this last week for picks. It was goddamn terrible. Was like 6-10 or 6-9?
6-9. And I went 10 and 5.
Yeah.
This is just fucking showing how bad you are at fucking picking. You're just terrible.
It happens. It happens.
6 and 9, 10 and 5. You're 50 and 43 on the year. I am 59 and 34. We all know what this means. Roulette wheel, once again, I'm going to tell anybody that is coming into this new. We pick weekly based on how many games we get correct. Whoever gets the most correct gets to pick all their numbers first. I had 10. I picked take numbers. D, you fucking suck. We're going to go with, I can't go away from these numbers. 24, 7. I'm going to go 28. We're going to go number 1. I'm number 1. We're going to go 11.
Come on, taking all my good numbers.
We're going to go 35. I feel like that's always hit. We're going to go 16, 20. Let's see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 2 more numbers. We're going to go 26. We're going to go weird one here. We're going to go number 9. I don't even know if either one of us picked that yet.
Okay, give me number 3.
3. Yep.
Give me 18.
Yep.
Give me 22.
Yep.
Give me 32.
Uh-huh.
Give me number 6.
One more.
And give me the number 13.
13. Okay. Looks pretty even out, honestly, but God, you're fucking so goddamn bad.
But I'm beating you in this, you fat fuck.
That's true. You are beating me 4 to 5, 5 to 4. All right, D.
Okay, so
first fucking number. Here we go. The motherfucker's rolling. First number is D. We have number 11. It's me, bitch. 1.
Fuck you, fat fuck.
1. All right, second roll. See what this is, D. Second roll rolls on to number 10. Nobody.
Nobody else.
And last one. Will we stay tied or will there be a winner?
Come on.
And for the final number, we have number 9, which was me, bitch. I picked 9 was the last number. 2-0. You're a bitch. You suck at picks. You suck at roulette wheel. You're just bad. You're bad. You're bad. You're bad. I am now winning 6 to 5.
It's fat people's luck. Fat people get lucky too.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You suck. You're bad. You're bad. You're bad.
That's why the Dolphins are gonna kick the Eagles' ass. They're gonna come back and be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The next week,
fuck you.
probably lose
1 and 5
Commanders.
fucking Broncos fucking suck. Fuck you. Fuck. You're bad.
If you guys continue playing like this, you guys will be fucking a wild card team losing to the fucking Lions or some shit that you're talking about next year. That's what happens.
All right, T. Let's just get straight into the picks here. Let's just get straight into it here. So what we got here? Pick 4. We've already off air. We already got the Jaguars. Both of us picked the Jaguars, so we're already good there. They already won, so Jaguars off the board. D, we got the Falcons and Buccaneers. Who do you got?
Give me the Bucks.
Okay, I'm going Falcons.
No. Fuck the Falcons. Desmond Ritter sucks.
Okay, we have the Raiders and the Bears.
Give me the Raiders. Raiders.
You know, I'm gonna be crazy here. I'm gonna pick the Bears. And wait, is Justin Fields healthy?
You already said what you said.
God damn it! All right,
that happens.
Yeah,
to me
you're
all
right.
The time.
Okay.
That happens to me all the time.
You're right. Okay, I'm picking the Bears. I'm gonna stick with it. Browns and the Colts.
Give me the Browns. The Colts are inconsistent.
I'm going Browns as well. Okay, Commanders and the Giants.
Give me the Commanders.
I'm with you there, Commanders. Okay, Lions and the Ravens.
Detroit versus everybody. Come on now. Give me the Lions.
I'm going the Lions as well. I like them too much. Bills and the Patriots.
Give me the Bills. That
Me too.
game probably won't
I feel
even be
like
close.
that was a no-brainer. Cardinals and the Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks. I'm just so scared with this game
I
because
picked the
these are the games
Cardinals.
that I fuck up.
See, I picked the Cardinals.
That's what I'm saying. Is like they don't look bad. They're just
This is another tight one. This next game here, the Rams and the Steelers. That's tough.
Give me the Rams.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I just don't trust. Pittsburgh looks good. Don't get me wrong, but they're winning games because of the opposing quarterback fucking up.
You're right.
They're not not like they're winning games on their own. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Like someone made a bonehead decision or some shit.
Chargers and the Chiefs.
Kansas City. I don't think I'm not a Justin Herbert guy. Fuck them.
Packers and the Broncos.
Give me the Packers. Fuck the Broncos right now.
I picked the Packers as well. I'm done with the Broncos. Fuck them. Dolphins, Eagles.
Been done since week 3. Give me the Dolphins.
I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, you dumb fuck.
Hey, at least I can pick my team every week and they have a good chance of winning the game. You fucking fat fuck.
We had the good chance of winning the game first 3 weeks. I don't know what fact can happen after that.
49ers and the Vikings.
San Francisco all the way. It's not even
yeah, I'm going 49ers as well. So we got how many games different here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 games different altogether. That's not too bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
All right. So my name is D'Angelo Laws. This is Ryan Robbins. And this has been another episode of the Black and the White Podcast. You guys have a great night.
Yeah, guys. See ya.